doing well, ladies and gentlemen. This is 2023, and we are starting it with a big step. So this is Patrick Kelwon Teach, and the channel is Teach Patrick Kelwon. Today we have a great gentleman on site. We want to talk about inspiration. We want to talk about great things. So the name is Kelwon. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Feel welcome.
Thank you.
How is you?
I'm fine.
How is your 2023?
It's fine.
It's fine, eh? Kabisa.
Yes.
So this man from Marigat, all the way Radat. So tell us, who is Kelwon?
Yeah. Kelwon is a writer, an engineer, entrepreneur, a soccer coach, instructor, and also a farmer.
So Kibet 6, is it 6? Because I know you are a writer, I know you are a entrepreneur, I know you are instructor, life coaching,
yes,
and a soccer coach.
Yeah.
Yes. So where were you born?
I was born at Koitebes village. That is in Baringo County. In the year 1985, I went to school at Radat Primary, proceeded to Marigat High School, and then went to Rift Valley Institute of Science and Technology for my diploma in civil engineering. Yes.
I know you need to look at the camera and tell this to these people. I know wewe ni mtu unaongea pole sana, but let's go. So primary school life. Tell us about it.
Yeah, my primary school life was not so that easy, a journey. So I had to go a lot of myriad of challenges here and there, but I thank God I made it.
So primary school, which primary school?
Radat Primary School.
Radat Primary School.
Yeah, that is in the year 1990 to 2000, the year 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Your biggest challenge in primary school?
Yeah. My biggest challenge was, can I say, yeah, coming from a humble beginning is a challenge in a way. So, like being returned back to go back home, bring money, do this. So, it was a challenge.
Good. Do you remember a day in primary school you were about to give up?
Yeah, several. Several. It was not one time. It was several.
Tell us some of them. And
those years, it was funny because you could get sickness from you cannot explain from where. Yeah. So you feel like what's not happening. Yeah.
Okay. Tell us the biggest challenge of the several. You know.
Yeah. Several. It was. I think one was. Yeah, I remember my mom cooked for me one day too. I was in standard 2, I think in the year 1992. My mom cooked for me in the morning so that I could manage to go to school. Yeah.
Okay, so what was your ambition in primary school?
My ambition was, I remember one day I was ambitious to become a lecturer. I don't know where I got the name lecturer from, but I had heard stories about lecturers being people who are so much gifted, so that they can enter a class and teach straight away off from their aids, from their brains, without referring to textbooks. So I was kind of that. I thought that those are peculiar people. Yeah.
There is a story that your compositions used to be masterpieces.
Yeah. Yes.
Tell us more about it.
So I used to write very good compositions. So, but you know, teachers used to say you cannot give a learner's marks. They have to kind of censor your marks so that they can get you at your KCP level. So they kind of you write a very nice composition which could fetch you above 30% of the 40, but they would put 18, 20, 22 around there. Yeah, but inside me I knew that I have done good work.
Okay.
Yeah.
High school,
Marigat High School, 2001 to 2004. Yeah, it it was not that rosy because the school fees challenge could faced me.
So how do you survive the odd son of Marigat?
Yeah, Marigat High School and the Otsan and the semi-arid region is so interesting. And I call it blessing in disguise. Because I remember we used to learn in the morning till around 12, we go for lunch, and then the whole of afternoon up to 3, we used to study under acacia trees. Yeah, you cannot imagine that. And you are competing with people who are very, very in confusing environments. Yeah. So that's a blessing. I don't know. I'm not complaining anyway. Yeah.
Tell us about your high school experience. How was it?
My school experience was, I was so much inspired. There was a lot of fire in me, so that I can, at some point, I could even start a library. I call it Roverex. Yeah, so we used to learn English. So I was the chairman of the same, like that's our writers forum. So we used to write, we used to compete, we used to compile poems, stories, and life experiences. Yeah, with the likes of Kemarus Joseph, used to compete. And there was this guy Koech from Eminem. Yeah, we used to compete. Yeah.
Tell us about your biggest friends at that time of high school, the ones you know.
I had quite a number of them. That the likes of Winnie Cherop, who is a high school teacher right now. I had Richard Chemuchuk, who is at Somaliland, who is an aviation instructor. I had Koech. There is Dennis Kebruto, who is a lecturer somewhere. I think Baraton or Rikaton. There is also Joseph Kemarus, who happens to be a writer, and he is also a lecturer somewhere. He has done his master's. So, several of them. Yeah.
So in high school, your biggest ambition?
In high school, for the love of mathematics and physics, then I got an ambition of now becoming an engineer. Yeah. But at some point I was kind of, can I do engineering? Can I do medicine? So, but then I chose a subject a course that can combine the two, maths and physics.
Maths and physics.
That's why I went for engineering.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, post high school, what happens?
Post high school.
You had 2 years.
So I had 2 years. So that's when I came now to write. I write textbooks, English textbooks, the Smart Junior series, the KCSE, revision, and then a number of stories. Also, at some point, I wrote some plays. So for the 2 years, so I used to write during my line time. Yeah. So and also I got to coach soccer.
Soccer.
In the evenings, I could coach soccer. So I could coach. We could go to matches. We got beaten miserably, but I'm grateful that we didn't give up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Till we learned from our failures. Till we became the champions. Yeah.
So tell us about your soccer journey.
My soccer journey started. I used to play soccer. I played soccer.
Number?
Yeah, I played the wings, 7 or 11. Yeah.
Okay.
So I enjoyed soccer so much since primary school days, when we used to play with the one you wrapped the polythene ones. So I used to enjoy soccer. So I played soccer. So and then it reached a point now, I say I want to become a soccer coach. So when I started from scratch, I assembled the boys, and then we started from there. I remember it was in 2005. So because of lack of funding, we had no ball. So I assembled the boys, and then we did a fundraiser, and then we bought our first ball. I think it was around 500 shillings. I sent a friend. He came to Nakuru, and then he bought a ball for us. And unfortunately, or funny enough, they won. I think it was around 10 minutes, and then a player kicked the ball, and then it hit an acacia tree, and then it got punctured. Yeah. So we kind of we stood, and then I told them, don't give up. We can get another one. Let us go and mend this one, and then we can get another one. Yes.
So where are your players as of now?
And now some have their families, some have left playing soccer, but some of them are still playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have Kelwon, the instructor.
Yes.
We have Kelwon, the writer. We have Kelwon, the engineer. So let's go back to the engineering background.
Yeah.
How did it happen?
The engineering background. So I've told you, for my love of maths and physics, then I said I have to go and do engineering. So I not decided go electrical, go mechanical, but finally I decided I have to go civil, because civil is a combination, it's kind of almost a general construction engineering. So that's when I joined the RFIST in May 2007 till 2010. That's when I graduated with my diploma in civil. Yes.
So after graduation, let's go back to RVIST.
Yes.
How is the learning process?
RFIST, when I got at RFIST, it was not the RFIST of now. It was the RFIST of our days. So
What's the difference?
there was scarcity.
What's the difference?
RFIST nowadays is a place, it's a college now. I can as well say it's a university to be. So during our time, so I remember there was scarcity of seats, there was scarcity of classrooms. So there is this afternoon classes when we used to do the life skills, the communications, the social thing. So we were adjacent to a workshop. So the noise, my friend. So we could not study, because at some point there was these machines loud. So at some point, our lecturer could not explain anything, so she found herself laughing all the way. So and then we joined, we laugh ourselves. So there were no seats, so we could get 2 blocks, and then we get a plank of wood, and then we sat on it.
So
It was a challenge.
you are learning civil and structural engineering
Yeah.
in RVIST.
Yes.
Tell us about the class. How is it to be a civil student? What do you learn?
To be a civil student, we do mathematics, we do structures, we do surveys, we do estimated, we do measurement, estimated costing, we do hydraulics. Yeah, there is drawing, constructed drawings. Yes.
So is it an interesting course?
So much.
And challenging as well?
Yeah, and any engineer, you have to expect challenges, because we have to offer solutions out there. Yes.
Okay. Let's go back to, now you have your college years and you are writing as well.
Yeah.
So how did you balance the two?
So at college between 27 and 2010, that I stopped writing and I concentrated on my diploma. But after graduation, then I went back to
writing.
To writing.
Okay.
Yes.
So post college, what did you do?
Post college, I went to seek for work, and my first work was that I taught physics and mathematics at Lorenzo High School, Nakuru. That was in 2010. 2010 up to August of that year. Then I went to 2013. I went to between now. Then I went out to primary schools. So because I had to give back to the society, so I went and taught English and mathematics and sciences. Yeah, at primary school and primary school. Yeah.
Working as an engineer?
Work as an engineer, that's when 2013 I went to Baringo County with a company called Rotunda. That when I worked as an assistant quantity surveyor, renovation work of Baringo County offices. That was between, I think it was between August and November of 2013. Yes.
You have also an history in the road industry?
Yes, yeah. I've worked with, I've worked with a company called Brilliant Works, doing Kiblombe roadworks, opening of Kiblombe, Naitili road. Yes.
What?
That was in the year 2013. And before that, I did a bridge with Koile contractors at Moiben, Marakwet County. So I also did a bridge the same year, 2016, at Ravine. Ravine, so we did a bridge, yeah, the same year, 2016, and then I went for the road.
Okay.
That is Kelwon Naitili.
So the transition now
Yes.
to being an instructor, it means you are a teacher all through.
Yes.
Post college, you taught.
Yeah.
Afterwards, you taught as well. Went back to the primary school, became a teacher.
Yeah.
Practiced, and then now.
I like teaching. I like teaching because in teaching, when I go to teaching, I have the opportunity to touch someone's life and to improve someone's life along the line.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's go back. How did you become an instructor?
I became an instructor. That was in the year 2019. Yeah, when there was this friend seated who connected me to a principal who needed an instructor for construction, building and construction instructor at Ruya Bay Vocational Training Center. Then seated did a connection. Then the principal called me. I was at home by then. So and then I went.
You did the interview?
Yeah.
You passed?
Yeah, very well.
Very well. Okay,
Yes.
I know you. So let's come back.
Yes.
Life as an instructor, how is it?
Life as an instructor is enjoyable because you have the opportunity to train the trainees. You have the opportunity to also learn yourself as an instructor because you have to learn first and then you go to impart the same to the trainees.
Okay.
Yes.
Your books. Let's talk about your books. You have how many books? 20? 24?
20 or 30. So let me say 20.
20.
Because some are maybe
Work in progress, eh?
Yeah.
Work in progress.
Yeah.
So basically you have about 20 something manuscripts. That is what
Yes.
you told me, and I've seen some of them.
Yes.
I know we have published We Are a Team.
Yeah.
We are publishing the Smart Junior series.
Yes.
I think within the next 2-3 months we should be ready with that. So tell us about your favorite titles.
So my favorite one is We Are a Team because I do believe so much in teamwork and cooperation and unity. Yes.
Reading We Are a Team, I get to see you in one way or the other.
Yeah,
Because-
that book is me.
Because there is a lot of soccer inside the book.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
What inspired you to writing We Are a Team?
Yeah, I was inspired to write We Are a Team from my soccer coach experience. Yeah, because I could see the teamwork. I could see, as a tactician, I could see myself changing the boys to better soccer players. So I could see the connection. I could see. So also I could learn that the officiating part of it. I could see the formation. That's why even in the book We Are a Team, you could see the 4-4-2 formation. You could see the coach there. There is a referee there. The players. They are the cheerleaders. Yeah, there is a role cheerleader.
So how do you think as a kid when you write? How do you think?
So as a writer, you have to be you live everywhere. You have to be a kid. Sometimes when I write as a lady, I have to be a lady also have a man. Yeah. So I have to be that audience, that kid as I write along.
So how do you balance all this array of talents?
Time management.
Time management.
It's all in time management. Yes.
Tell us more about it.
So you make a timetable of your activities. This time I'm going to do this. This time I'm going to write. This time I'm going to maybe design if I have a project as an engineer. This time I'm going to coach. Yes.
Okay.
This time I'm going to relax. Yes.
Oh, you also relax, eh?
Yeah. That's important.
So your biggest role models along the way? Most probably you have an engineer, you have a writer, you have a coach. I expect you have various of them.
So my role model in engineering is one geotechnical engineer called Dr. Mukabi. So I read in an interview So, and that inspired me to, that was it way back in, I think, 2003, back then at high
2003.
school, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I read in a newspaper that how his journey from Sikalakala to going to do undergraduates in Tokyo University, his undergraduate, masters, and PhD in geotechnical engineering, and his works. Yeah, and we're having to work with a Japanese multinational company called CPC. CPC, that is Construction Project Consultants. Yes.
Okay, in the writing world?
Writing world, there is the late Chinua Achebe, there are the likes of Rosina Umelo. She's the one who wrote Who Are You? Yeah, there is Major. There is a guy called Bustani, Kiswahili. Yeah, they are the like of the late, the guy who wrote Siku Njema, Ken Walibora. There is this guy also, the one Wala Binwala. Yes. There is the one who wrote Solving Problems, Simuturi. So, yes.
So you are really multifaceted,
Yes.
even in terms of your writing career.
And in poetry, I forget to mention the late Makoye. Yes.
Hey, poetry book. How do you write poetry?
Yeah, I enjoy writing poetry. So I just find myself inspired, and then straight away I write a poem. I risk, a time I even wrote, I remember when I was 2013, when I was a quantity surveyor, I even risk, and then I remember I wrote a poem at the roof, on the roof. I wrote a poem. Yes.
So let's go back to this.
Yes.
You are now an instructor. You are now an author.
Yes.
You are now an engineer.
Yes.
How is the pressure building up, and
Yeah.
how do you manage to solve it?
So there are pressure, but I manage because I'll take you back to the time management aspect. So I manage my time so that the pressure will not catch up with me. So I manage my time. I say during this duration I'll do this. During this time I'll have to tackle this one and that one.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me take you back to your village. Did you get support
Support?
during your journey, learning journey?
Not really.
Uh-huh.
Not really. People could not believe that someone can write and earn from it.
Uh-huh.
Someone could think that writers are not people. I think that they are so people. I thought people would think that writers are spiritual, not real beings. So, and then they used to think that you cannot write. So they was kind of, you have to do some serious work. So they could not see writing as work.
Okay.
So that became one of the challenges. So I have to squeeze my time. So I have to work, going to the farm, herding, and then so I have to squeeze my time during the line time. So I have to write, and also march during the night.
Okay. You told me once that your biggest ambition is being a professor.
Yes.
I hope this is true. So tell us, 5 years down the line,
Yes.
what is your biggest ambition?
My biggest ambition is to be a professor, really. And along, I talked about in the entrepreneurship aspect. So I also want to be a big contractor to compete with the Chinese guys out there. Yes, because I believe I have what it takes. Yeah.
So tell us about your contracting business.
My contracting business, I started I think 2019 alongside being an instructor. So I used to take small contracts like building houses, also building toilets. So I got a contract at Solaikale Secondary. That is why I did a complete ablution block. I also did a septic tank and a soak pit. Yes.
So that has been the journey of growth.
Then I
How many contracts so far?
So far I think 10 plus.
10 plus.
Yeah.
That is a big one, man. What is the name of the company?
Yeah.
Or it's an individual?
It's coming. The name it will be Kelwon Holdings Limited.
Kelwon Holdings.
Kelwon Holdings.
Nice.
Kelwon Holdings. Yeah.
Nice one.
Yes.
Nice one.
Thank you.
So I want you to speak to that particular gentleman and that lady and that small girl in Radat.
Yeah.
I want you to tell something to them. In short,
So-
tell something to this young kid in Kenya and all over the world.
And the world over.
Yes.
So, Happy New Year. It's 2023. My lovely sister, my lovely brother out there. You are not young to do anything, to perform miracles in this world. Believe in yourself. Start early and have the inspiration. Start with the end in mind. Believe that you can do it. Get mentorship. Don't lock yourself in your cocoon. Get out there and speak. Do something. Don't wait for someone to believe or to validate your efforts. Do. Speak up. Come out there. Be seen. You have the potential. You are great. You have a seed of greatness in you. So take your time. Reflect on yourself, on your journeys, and learn step by step. Failure is not failure unless you don't take the lesson from your failures. So mine is to encourage you that you can make it. Mine is to tell you that it can happen. Mine is to tell you that, to give you hope and to encourage you that you can make it. Take the baby steps and then you are going to greatness. Yeah, believe in yourself.
Thank you so much. It has been great having the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody listening to this will have a wake-up call.
Yes.
Thank you so much, listeners. Until next time, stay safe.